We are taught that power is earned, that leaders rise, that influence is accidental, that success is individual. History tells a different story. Power is rarely random. It is inherited, cultivated, and strategically preserved. If you study political families, financial dynasties, royal houses, industrial magnates, or even modern policy advisors, a pattern emerges. Influence compounds. Just like capital, wealth transfers across generations. Access transfers across generations. Networks transfer across generations. And networks are more powerful than individuals. This is not mythology. It is observable history. Throughout centuries, powerful families have reinforced their influence through intermarriage, educational pipelines, financial alliances, institutional embedding. Marriage was never only romantic. It was strategic alignment. Elite education was never only academic. It was network consolidation. Foundations were never only charitable. They were influence vehicles. The myth of random power comforts people. It suggests that every generation resets, that institutions refresh, that influence is re-earned from scratch, but historical continuity suggests otherwise. Look at banking dynasties that survived revolutions, political families that span decades across multiple offices, industrial fortunes that evolve into philanthropic foundations and policy advisory roles. The names may shift slightly. The structures remain strikingly familiar. In Origin of the Blood, I explore the genealogical dimension of this continuity. Not as folklore, as documentation. Family trees intersect with financial institutions. Advisory boards overlap across sectors. Political influence often runs along lines of proximity. Who grew up where, who studied together, who married into which family. This doesn't mean every powerful person is related. It means influence is not randomly distributed. It clusters. It compounds. It protects itself. When you examine generational wealth statistically, you find something interesting. Economic mobility exists, but extreme concentration of power tends to remain within relatively small circles over time. Why? Because access multiplies. A child raised inside elite networks inherits not just money, but proximity. Proximity to decision-making, to opportunity, to advisory structures. That proximity matters more than raw talent. Power is not only financial, it is relational, and relationships endure. This is why scandals rarely erase dynasties. They may tarnish individuals, but the network absorbs impact. Another relative steps forward, another ally fills the gap, another institution shields continuity. Random power collapses easily. Structured power adapts. When you remove the illusion of randomness, history becomes less chaotic. Patterns begin to surface, certain names recur, certain institutions reappear, certain alliances endure. This isn't paranoia, it's longitudinal observation. If you only study events in isolation, power appears spontaneous. If you study lineage, alliances, and institutional continuity, it appears strategic. In Origin of the Blood, I trace these intersections: genealogical lines, financial systems, institutional influence, to examine how generational continuity shapes modern structures. The purpose isn't outrage, it's clarity. Because once you understand that power compounds like capital, you stop being surprised by who remains influential. Probability over time becomes pattern. The myth is that influence resets every generation. History suggests otherwise. If you're ready to examine the documented continuity behind modern power structures, the full investigation is laid out in Origin of the Blood. Study lineage, study alliances, study continuity, because power is rarely random. It is organized.